Good Sunday morning slash afternoon. October 24th, 2021. Episode 177 of 4 and 3 Sports Talk starts now. Good to have you with me and good to be with you. Shout out to everybody who makes the show possible. Your continued interactions with the posts are greatly appreciated. Today, what I have for you shows you your appreciation. NHL scores, NBA scores, a look at baseball postseason. So, honestly, the Braves are going to the World Series. They won 4-2. I've made many posts, had many thoughts, and wrote down, many different things, but the Dodgers are the best. The best inconsistent team in baseball. So that's what we're going to call them. NCAA football review. I'm going to give you my picks for the week 7. This week 7, yeah. Got my week 7 picks, but first, let's start with the news. Illinois upsets Penn State 20-18 in 9 overtimes. God damn, I thought 2 was the normal number for that, but hey, they needed 9. Walker Buehler ready to start game 6 on short rest. Max Scherzer's arm is not ready. Those were the only words that came from his mouth. Felt like it was weird. He didn't really got injured that much this year. Max Scherzer is one of the best pitchers in my opinion. Over the last 10 years anyway. He's definitely got a Hall of Fame career, and he will go to Cooperstown at some point. So, just a little bump in the road. Indianapolis Colts rule out Ty Hilton versus San Francisco. He got hurt during his season debut when the Colts won handily over the Texans 31-3. I believe he will be back for week 8. Not too sure. For his sake, he should, right? Make some money, win some football games for your horribly inconsistent franchise. And don't forget to adjust your fantasy. It's Sunday. It's before 1? Yeah, I think so. So go fix that. Go adjust your fantasy. Make sure you got the right lineup and everything's working. Ole Miss retires Eli Manning's number 10. That was awesome. I felt like it was a move of respect whenever a franchise retires a certain player's number, and Eli got his. And finally, the Atlanta Braves advanced to the first World Series since 1999, and it will be against the Stros. Who we got for this? I like the Stros in 7. They beat my Red Sox, so gotta give them that respect, that little tip of the cap. Anyway, those are the news stories. And now what I have for you, it's Sunday. You know what happened on Sunday. Power rankings, high school football style. On a Sunday, so let's get with it. Sitting on top of the mountain are the Wacona Warriors at 7-0, the number 1 ranked team. Where Indians fall to second, they're 6-0. Palmer and Greenfield, the 3 and 4 teams, are 6-1. The Westfield Bombers are 5th, tied with East Hampton at 5-1 and Hoosick Valley. One of the trending teams in Western Mass. It just keeps getting better every single game. Central Golden Eagles number 7th at 5-2. Agawam 8, West Springfield 9, Minnetonka 10, and Northampton 11. All teams have a 5-2 record. Number 12, is Drury. And tied for 12th is also Lee, who's 4-2. Number 13, Monument Mountain 3-2. Number 14, East Longmeadow 3-4. Number 15, South Hadley, they're 3-4 as well. Athol and Belchertown are 2-4 at 16 and 17. Frontier Redhawks are 2-5 at 18. They're starting to make the surge again, just like in the fall season. Chicopee is 2-5 as well. Longmeadow, Ludlow, and Franklin County Tech, as well as number 23 Pathfinder, all hold these records of 2-5, and that is numbers 18 through 23. So Smith Volk, they are 24th, 1-5. Mayhar's 1-5, 26th. Commerce is 1-5 at 25th. Sorry, kind of messed up that order. 27th, Putnam 1-6. 28th, Holyoke 1-6. And the 29th, 30th, and 31 teams are Ofers. McCann Tech is 0-5. Ofer 0-5. Amherst 0-6. And Chicopee Comp is 0-7. There are the high school football power rankings. Don't argue with them. Central's not number one just because they had a good schedule. There are good teams that they lost 2 games to 2 very good teams. So, hey, those are the power rankings. And now we have the review of NCAA football. Besides for the Penn State debacle, I think Caleb Williams, quarterback for Oklahoma, did well. He was a guy I had my eye on this weekend. My parlay went to shit. Literally by like 4:30, 5 o'clock. So yeah, it was a tough Saturday, but anyone wants to get into it. Number 3, Oklahoma, 35-23 over Kansas. Kansas is starting to become a football school too. Wednesday, Coastal Carolina lost to Appalachian State, as we already covered, 38-27. SMU over Tulane, 55-26. Alabama over Tennessee, 52-24. Sorry, Snapchat. What do we have? Ohio State smoked Indiana 54-7. Michigan over Northwestern 33-7. Illinois beats Penn State, as we alluded to at the beginning, in 9 overtimes. Penn State is now not ranked 7th. Iowa State over Oklahoma State 24-21. I woke up this morning. I woke up yesterday and had that in my had that in my mind as far as upsets are concerned. Iowa State's good. They kind of fell out the rankings with that loss to Iowa. They tripped up again after that as well. But Iowa State has the best running team in the nation. It's the best running game in the nation. And I believe that they're going to end the season above 500. We'll give them a little something, right? Number 10, Oregon over UCLA by field goal. I love when Chip Kelly loses because he's such a fucking dickhead. Ole Miss takes care of LSU at home, 31-17. Notre Dame over USC, 31-16. I like the Notre Dame USC games back when I was growing up because it was littered with stars. Brady Quinn, Jeff Samardzilla, who ended up going to the MLB. And shoot, man, you like Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He was drafted in the first round this year from Notre Dame, and Joe Montana and everybody that's been to that school. Very historical spot. Probably low-key racist, so you keep that to myself. Wake Forest over Army, 70-56. So, this team covered like a motherfucker. And one thing I noticed, like, quickly off of was Army covered the spread themselves, and they still lost. And they covered the over-under, too, which was ridiculous. I know one person who took the Demon Deacons and won on that bet, cashed in very, very nicely. 70-56 Demon Deacons over Army. Texas A&M smoked South Carolina 44-14. Miami loses to NC State. Miami wins, over NC State by 1 point. And Manny Diaz just might be keeping his job. Who knows? So, San Diego State over Air Force, 2014. Pittsburgh over Clemson in a very convincing win, 27-17. UTSA smokes Louisiana Tech, 45-16. UTSA is now ranked, they're 24th in the nation. Wisconsin upsets Purdue 30-15. Listen, Purdue had a lucky ass win 2 weeks ago, but they weren't going to beat Wisconsin. Come on now, they're fucking paper thin all over the board. And that does it for the NCAA scores. Add a little razzle-dazzle in there, make you guys laugh. NBA, Cavs over the Hawks, 101-95. In overtime, Indy takes care of Miami, 102-91. Dallas over Toronto, 103-95. Minnesota beats NOLA, 96-89. And finally, the Milwaukee Bucks beat the San Antonio Spurs by 10, 121-111. And there goes your NBA scores. Now moving on to the NHL. Rangers 3, Ottawa 2. In overtime, Calgary takes care of Washington and the Caps 4-3. Overtime, Minnesota takes that to beat Anaheim 4-3. Montreal over Detroit 6-1. In the shootout, Colorado beats Tampa Bay 4-3. Overtime, the Devils beat the Sabres 2-1. Florida over Philly 4-2. Pittsburgh over Toronto 7-1. And the LA Kings smoked the Jets of Columbus 5-1. And there go your hockey scores. Now finally, hopefully you guys will see this before the game start. Even if you do afterwards, these were written in the morning. You need the cheats, what I love. Anyway, Green Bay over Washington football team. Kansas City over Tennessee. I like Atlanta over Miami. New England over the Jets. Carolina over the Giants. Baltimore over the Bengals. But I took Bengals in the points when I bet with my brother. Philly, I like the Raiders over Philly. Rams over the Lions, obviously. Cardinals over Houston. Tampa Bay over Chicago. And I like San Fran to cover over Indy. And that is it. So that means episode 177 of 4-3 Sports Talk has concluded. We're on YouTube, so please go over there and help us add some subscribers. On Facebook too. You want to keep sharing the show, interacting with it. This is the best sports show on the East Coast, and we're going to speak that into existence. I love you all, and I hope you have nothing but health, wealth, and success, and a good Sunday. What a great day to end your weekend. So love you all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.